common sense, comedy, and freedom. You found the defenders of American exceptionalism on the Lanterns Radio Network.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
I'm here.
he is here! The Dylan is here!
I'm in the house, y'all.
He was in the house last time.
Shut up. I was dealing with something important.
I said that. You were behind the scenes dealing with some
I
things.
was dealing with some stuff that I
Behind the
needed to
scenes.
deal with.
And that is A-okay.
It was.
It is
and
all right.
Y'all better just,
Let it be.
let it be. Get off my,
Let it
get
be,
off
let
my
it be.
tail, for sure.
I mean, nobody's on your tail.
No. No.
Nobody wants to be on your tail.
No. I don't even want my tail. So, anyway. Guys, thank you for hanging out tonight. Welcome to the show. Got
You
a
could be doing anything,
lot-
but you're
Yeah,
here with us.
But you're here with us.
Thanks.
So we appreciate it. And I mean, I might call into question your life choices, but, we appreciate it. So
yes, we do.
that's all that really matters.
I mean, right. Yes,
I might have
certainly.
one of those.
What?
Are you just doing one of those responding things just because you're doing other stuff, and so you're just doing the yeah,
yeah, that's it.
Yep, that's
Right,
it.
yes.
And I could be talking about whatever, and you're just responding to it.
Yep.
And
Yep.
see, that's it. Oh, good Lord. Well, anyway,
Gonna be one of those days.
it is. Guys, go to doashow.com. Check out everything over there. It's our website. It's where we stream,
Produce.
do everything. We got articles. We've got the show. We're in talks of doing some other stuff.
Ooh, wow. How did that get there?
How did that what get where?
Oh, there's that.
Oh, you've interrupted this. Oh, see.
I didn't even try to, though.
Premature.
That's the weird thing.
Premature. Yeah, it's a preemie. You might want to get that off
I'm
of
trying
the
to,
live.
man. It's
Okay,
good times.
There we go.
Gotta love live streaming.
It is good stuff. And the best part is, unless you're listening,
You
unless you're
you
watching,
have no idea what just happened.
Yeah, so
Ha!
you're safe.
It's okay. Everybody can still see you anyway.
Exactly.
That doesn't matter.
But yeah, doashow.com. Check out everything over there. Let's see. On our Facebook page. That's at DOAE Show. We just finished a vote
Yes.
of a poll that we had put up.
We're going to do number 2.
Yeah, we're getting ready to do a number 2. We're kind of testing waters on some things. And again, this is all hypothetical. But in case you haven't seen it yet, we need you to go there and we need you to vote.
We're going number 2.
Hypothetically, if we were to have shirts, what designs would y'all prefer?
Right.
And we are going to be posting yet another
Set.
poll here directly.
Yes, it'll
And
take
we're
the
gonna
winner
use-
of the first poll
Yes.
and put it against another design.
Another design. And if we were to, hypothetically, in a great world, were to have the ability to have shirts made, we're trying to narrow it down to see, because we have so many different ideas and things that we want to do.
Yes.
We want to make sure that we get what you guys want. So that will be up shortly. Also on our Facebook, we are like spitting distance from the 100 likes and shares on the Facebook page.
Nah, by that he means like 3 to 4.
Yeah, it literally is
It's like 3 to 4 left.
God willing, we can get it by the end of the night so we can get this thing over and we can
know,
get it done.
Right? Because we want to give out some swag.
Well, and we've been carrying it on about this for like a month.
yeah,
so
he has for sure.
I have.
Yes.
I have. And speaking of swag, I know our dear friend Erica has gotten hers.
Yeah.
She was so happy and proud, and we appreciate that, darling. Thank you.
And we appreciate the support.
We do, indeed. So we have got a lot to dive in, and we're already 5 minutes into this sucker. So
That is A-okay. You
let's
know
get
what?
this sucker started.
That's fine. That is fine.
So
Could
we're
be so
going to
much
talk about
worse.
our favorite state.
Our favorite state?
Well,
Our least favorite state.
it depends on how you're looking at it. If I was to, if we're going strictly taking politics and everything out of it, the government out of it.
Yes.
Um,
Everybody's favorite state.
it is probably my second favorite state.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If we're taking politics out of it, is my second favorite state.
Okay, all right. All right.
Now, if we keep the politics in,
It's one of the least.
it plummets to the bottom. Real quick.
Yeah.
And by that, everybody's favorite, California.
Yay, California.
So California has passed several
So many.
water or not
Laws.
restrictions and laws and things like that. The first
additions.
one, yeah, and the first one we're going to jump into is $1 billion to help Californians or California's homeless population.
Oh, yeah.
Which is piling up and going unspent.
Yeah, and that's kind of where this image that we pulled up before here. Let me
Yeah,
show
he
it.
prematurely spit that out there.
The premature image. This guy right here.
Yeah, this picture was pulled from the LA Times, and this is insane. This is, I mean, it looks like a dump. Like literally,
It is
like
a dump.
I know. Well, but I'm saying, like, if you go to a dump,
Yes.
and you see stuff like that, and the dude
Yes.
just casually, I'm just pedaling on my bike.
I'm just biking through, man. No
You
big
know?
deal. Whoa,
And
that's
it's
some
just-
totally stellar trash over there.
Yeah, it's in the picture itself was from Santa Ana River, which is a homeless camp that was cleared, and more than 700 people relocated to Anaheim.
See, here's the thing with the homeless there. They really don't care about the homeless population. And what I mean by that is they actually do not care. They don't want to end the homeless population. Instead, what they're going to do is they're funding the homeless population by thinking about doing things like giving them an income
Yep.
of $500 a month.
Yep.
Just to kind of let them get by. They're funding places like motels and hotels and other such things that give homes to the homeless, give rooms to the homeless for days on end, and a couple things like that so they can go get showers. They're supporting homeless shelters and all of that, but they're not actually doing anything substantive that could affect the homeless population. You know, like
Jobs
or
lowering taxes
or
not taxing or not
stop inflating the price of everything.
Or I was gonna say, you know, let's knock the regulations down just a teensy weensy little bit. You know,
I mean, yeah. You know what? The housing prices they may want to go down a little bit. You know, a normal family that lives here in North Carolina, if they had the same income and went to California, they wouldn't be able to live.
They're considered poverty.
They would be in poverty and they would be homeless.
Yep.
Here's another factor. Everybody that has money, other than people that live in Hollywood, are moving out.
Weird how that is.
But the state of California is growing in population.
It doesn't make any sense.
Except for the fact that they're all illegal. And with that...
Which makes you kind of go, why don't you just give California to Mexico?
Just let them have it back.
Let them have it. Look,
they kind of want to be there anyway,
well,
so just give it back
that's what I'm saying. California wants to be all open borders and everything else. We need to close our borders off to California. And again, I love California. California's beautiful.
Our previous president, he thought we had 57 states. Why don't we just go to 49 and we'll be just fine? I mean, really. Yeah.
So what 8 are we getting rid of?
No. We'll just we'll go from the 40. No, California kind of is like 7 states. I mean,
it's more than I care to admit.
It's
to.
too
That's
many
for
of
sure.
them there in the first place. So we're just kind of get rid of that.
They can't even decide
they'll
if
knock it down to 49. It'll be fine.
I was gonna say California can't even decide if they're gonna split up into 3 or 5 different separate states.
That's
so
true.
It's, you know, bless their hearts.
Yeah. So then you got that, right? So you got that. And the millions and billions of dollars that they're spending on the homeless, actually giving them money and doing other things, keeping them in poverty all the time. You add to that safe injection sites.
Yay!
Now,
which is just as genius as it sounds.
The article that we pulled up is actually from September of 2017, and since then, the bill has been passed and it has become law.
Yes.
So here's what's going down. They're actually making places where you can go if you have a drug addiction, and they will give you the drugs and clean needles to do whatever drug you are addicted to in the building.
Yep.
The government is giving you illegal drugs in one location so you can do them there.
Yes.
And not having the authorities called.
And all in the name of safety. And
because they want their homeless drug addicts to be safe.
Oh, yeah. Well, and if they continue to stay at least alive, which is another thing that they're after, if they can keep them alive, let them be high, let them, and because they have these places have full medical staff on hand, they have everything set up and ready to try and do everything they can to keep them alive, and then once they're done being high, they push them out the door, and the person goes off and does their thing.
Namely, going and sleeping on the road.
Yes.
And then begging for food.
And then begging, the few people that actually work. And again, it's horrible because anybody who's ever been to California, like seriously, California is amazingly gorgeous.
Apparently, they know how to party there.
They do.
If you listen to rap songs.
They do. That's L.A. And I tried to be careful. Even I go, L.A.
No. California knows how to party.
Yeah, I know. I got that part,
California.
but I know.
No,
Tupac. I know. Everybody knows that song.
In the city, man. Of L.A. Anyway.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. You just didn't like my delivery. That's all it was.
No,
but no, look, the reason why California is doing this is because Vancouver did it first.
Yeah.
Damn Canadians.
Blame Canada.
They started doing this, and we all know that the socialist mastermind that is Justin Trudeau is like, oh, this is a great idea. Let's do it. And so California went, oh, look, Jerry Brown is so hell-bent on being, Justin Trudeau's little lackey that he turns around and is like, I got to turn around and do it too.
We've got to do it too, guys. We've got to do it too.
Because apparently Jerry Brown has a horrible issue with not fitting in. So,
that's
he turns around and opens these things. And again, we're not trying to get these people off of these drugs. We're not trying to help them.
They're not.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying we in the general sense.
Yeah.
They're
the
not,
royal we.
Yeah, the royal we. They're not trying to fix these problems. They're not trying to.
Sorry.
So wrong. And I tried to keep rolling. You wouldn't let me.
I can't.
Look, they won't get rid of help these people with their addiction. They won't help them actually find jobs.
No.
They won't do. They just keep tightening things down. They keep ratcheting things into directions. They keep forcing, places. Oh, you're gonna have $15 an hour and blah 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 blah. And the socialist utopia grows even further. With what I really wanted to bring this whole thing up about.
I mean, would you say that they're growing 50 Shades Darker?
Yes. Might be more than that at this rate. So California has a new water restriction law.
Yes.
Apparently, because Jerry Brown is such a wonderful governor and city planner and blah, 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 in every way, shape, form, or fashion.
Amazing.
The same man who has turned around and banned, rain barrels, who has not allowed, who's not authorized or tried to build any reservoirs to catch any of the mountain rain.
Because it's bad. It doesn't allow it to go
It's a horrible thing for the environment. So California is literally turning into
desert,
an arid desert.
Because the government?
Yes, because government knows all. There's a new...
So wait, it's actually going to become a desert, not just a food desert?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yes. And these small little oases that are, San Diego and...
Hollywood.
and L.A. and Hollywood and everything.
Not Compton.
Not Compton. Compton, it's too much concrete. It's too late.
Compton.
It's over with.
You're dead.
Oakland.
Never mind.
Well, but then you have the military, too, is over there through, through Lamar, not Lamar.
21 Pines.
No. Miramar is Coronado.
Yeah, all the military bases.
Anyway, there's a new regulation that is now cropped out because of because God knows you can't collect rainwater. You can't, recycle that way. Instead, you have to ration water.
Right. You aren't allowed to utilize
more than 55 gallons
per person
per day
per household. And this is where it comes in. Let's say what's your average? Go through like an average day. Let's say
in the house in the
household, like
in the Lyle's
household day.
Well, I'm at work.
Okay,
so I don't.
I'll go through. All right, I'll go through an average day that my wife normally goes through because she's home. There's at least 4 loads of clothes.
I was gonna say at least 3. There's always at least 3.
There's at least 4 loads of clothes. Hopefully 2 get done.
And by getting done, we mean
Like
washed,
washed, dried, put
folded,
away.
and put it away.
That's
exactly
right, the whole deal.
If you don't fold and put it away, I'm sorry, you're not doing
done.
laundry.
It's not done. The dishes get washed at least twice.
Yeah.
A dishwasher is ran at least once.
Yeah.
There's 10,000 bathroom breaks from children who just go to the bathroom willy-nilly.
And at least one bath or shower.
At least one bath or shower.
Per person
in
the day. That's same
right.
as
And I mean, the adults may take a shower together.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes
Hey.
to conserve water.
Now we know where your
conserve
son
water.
came from.
What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, so average day, how much water would I have spent? I would have spent
A lot.
I would have spent about 450 gallons of water.
Sounds about right. So, guess what the Assembly Bill 1668.
Yes.
Basically is a new law that actually doesn't go into effect until the 1st of January 2025, but would establish that water usage greater than 52.5 gallons per capita daily or a standard recommended by the department and the board as a standard for indoor.
The 52.5, that's in 2025.
Oh, that's what they're dropping it to.
That's what they're dropping it to.
I'm
right
sorry.
Now it's 55 gallons.
Oh, good. So they're going
Yeah.
to drop you 3 gallons. Basically, though, what the 55 gallons is you could do one load of laundry for about 40 gallons, give or take.
And then flush the toilet like 2 or 3 times.
Yep. Or one adult can take an 8-minute shower.
8 minutes total.
8-minute total. That's it. So basically, you now have the option.
Take a shower.
Do you want a clean body? Do you want
Clean
clothes? Or do you want, I guess,
to be able to flush.
to flush? Yeah, I was trying to go with something clean, but I can't.
You really
think of it.
can't clean.
Mm-mm.
No. You want a clean
Kind of
toilet?
running late.
That's okay.
But yeah, so that's the meat and potatoes of it. And as I apparently had jumped ahead of myself, by the time 2025 rolls around, they're going to drop it another 3.
And then by 2030, they're going to drop it another 2.5.
Yeah, so we're going to be down to 50. Basically, and now again, remember, you don't get to save any water. There
Right.
is no collection for reservoirs. There's
Right.
no rain barrels. There's no
You
there's
can't
no
do anything to
plan
make it better.
whatsoever.
You can't make it better for yourself.
Except there are I can't spit it out here. What's the word I'm looking for?
Except what? Oh, except for the
Exceptions.
rich?
Yeah, there's
Except for the rich.
for folks in Hollywood and everything else. The rich people in Hollywood and
If
Beverly
you
Hills,
already have a pool or if you have a fountain, if you can afford
Yep.
those things,
they're going to let you slide.
those things will have exemptions. So
Yep.
here's my thing. I want to see all these people in California try and stop everybody from using their pool as a public lavatory.
Yeah. Or at least as, them washing themselves in the pool, bathing in the pool, and maybe pooping in the fountain.
Yeah,
That's what I'm seeing.
I can see that happening.
And
somewhere.
and you know what? A lot of these elitists in California shouldn't complain because, they're
Well,
all about it.
they're just trying to be neighbors, right?
Well, they're all open border people.
All open borders, so
It's
you can't you can't even close off your house.
But they're needy. They need help.
yeah, so you
Can't
help
tell
'em.
them no.
You help them. Let them use your pool. It's got chlorine. It'll clean out.
Get the little strainer and strain that sucker out.
Anyway,
On that note, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Attention business owners and independent contractors. This is a money-saving message from Tax Mediation Services. If your business owes $20,000 or more in taxes, we can help you today, right now. Listen, dealing with the IRS is no picnic. It's an intimidating and extremely stressful process, and you don't want to go it alone. Our attorneys know every law, every tax break, and every possible opportunity to help you resolve and reduce your tax debt. And if you owe more than $20,000, $100,000, you may be at the top of their hit list. So don't take your tax debt lightly, because it will not go away on its own. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, your home, and even shut down your business. Call our tax experts today at 1-800-249-8901 and let us deal with the IRS while you focus on your business. That's 1-800-249-8901. Again, 800-249-8901.
Do you have an idea for an invention or new product? Do you think companies would be interested in your idea? Do you want to try to get a patent? Then call InventHelp now. InventHelp keeps your idea confidential and explains every step of the invention process. Join the thousands of people just like you who chose InventHelp to pursue their idea. We are experienced. We are working for you. We are InventHelp. Get started with your idea. Call for free information.
Call 1-800-352-4158. That's 1-800-352-4158.
And welcome back, everybody, listening to Defenders of American Exceptionalism, live on a Wednesday night.
Yes, we are live.
Coming from you, coming at you.
Coming at you.
Coming at you.
You can see us
Quick,
on
fast. On the YouTube, on Facebook,
on the
and
Twitters.
on Periscopes. DOAE Show.
That's right. /DOA Show.
You can also go to our website, which I would much rather you do.
Go
at
to
just DOAShow.com.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, that place.
Oh, and when you're there, there is a...
Check us out.
Yes. Check us out, please. Please, 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 please. Please.
Please.
Please.
Please.
Please. There is also
And
a
share
donate
it.
button on the side. If you go down to the donate button, it has a couple
that
of different
reminds
options. And if you donate, you can be like Erica. And you can get some swag.
Yes. She's very proud of her swag.
We're very proud of her swag, too.
We are. But I'm saying, you have to... if you
Lance
didn't see
got
it, go to our Facebook and you can see...
Lance got
Oh, that's
swag.
ours. Lance
Lance got swag.
got swag.
Yeah.
So we got some stuff to hand out. I'm actually getting ready to... I'm half doing 3. I didn't even think about it a minute ago, but I'm getting ready to post up our new
Shirt
poll.
design?
New poll.
New poll
We'll
shirt
be
design.
doing that here in the next
Yeah,
break.
we'll be doing that. There we go.
So y'all make sure you vote. And
Yes.
oh, by the way, actually click the vote. Just beat steps.
Click the vote button.
Click the picture that you like. The comments parts, they don't count in the comments. We
doesn't
could
count
try
the
and
tag.
count it, but I'm lazy.
Yeah, he is lazy.
So
It's all right.
do me a favor, click the picture you like, and if hypothetically we were to be able to have T-shirts, we would like to know which design y'all would prefer.
So just a quick note. Speaking of lazy and overbearing government and things like that, I just want a quick note. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here.
But
Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security may be insolvent by 2026. And by maybe, I mean it will be.
It will
and
be.
by insolvent, I mean literally it'll be bankrupt, but we won't have to. But no federal government thing can go bankrupt. So
Which is
either
always-
we're going to put a bunch of money out of there, or everybody that's already on it is going to get their payment cut.
yeah, let's be honest.
None of their payments are not going to get cut. So we're just going to be putting more money
Well,
in.
no.
from our
I wasn't
check.
even going to say that way, though. Let's be honest. As far as payments cut, did anybody I don't know about you, but I've never once thought for a second I was going to collect Social Security.
No, I have never thought that.
The thought is never.
The thought is not
watch
has never been in my head.
I
It's like,
watch it
I
leave
see
my
it.
paycheck.
I see it. I'm like,
I'm
I'm
like-
paying for my grandparents.
Yeah.
Other people's grandparents.
Well, that's
and
what I was going to
everything
say.
else.
I'm paying for my grandparents. Oh, wait, they're dead. I'm paying for other people's grandparents.
But here's the thing. So right now,
uh-huh.
here's how it works. For every dollar that you put in, that dollar serves 2 people.
Oh, good.
Soon it'll be person to person. Oh, excuse me. It's 2 people to 1. So every 2 people pays for 1 person right now. Soon it will be every 1 person pays for 1 person, and that'll be right before the insolvency hits.
Which is what everybody wants.
No.
Oh, wait.
It's my money and my kids' money paying for grandma and grandpa who, I'm sorry, they're not mine.
No, they're not mine.
So
Mine have
I don't
passed
want to
on.
pay for them.
No, I don't either.
Look, if my parents need help and need support, I'm more than willing to do that.
Oh, yeah.
If I have the funds.
Well,
But
also,
I don't want the government taking my money to pay for somebody else's parents.
I agree. Like I was gonna say, like I would much rather, and this is just me. If I'm having to take care of a grandparent, I would prefer to just move them into my house and do it that way.
It would cost less.
Oh my God! And at least then I could control and go, okay, I know that this money is being spent here, and this is how it's handled.
And they're
Not
getting
just,
their meds and everything's
exactly.
being taken care of.
It's not just some kind of a frivolous, half-hearted BS.
Well, that's everything with government, right? Everything with government is what you call a third-party buy.
That's something.
That's when somebody who has no interest in any of the money buys something for somebody else who has no interest of where it comes from.
Yep.
That's a third-party buy. There's nothing.
Because that's always how it should be, too.
No, it should be first person.
I mean,
it should be first party, is single party buy.
It should be.
There's first person, and then there's two. Then there's a second party, and then there's third party.
Look,
the second party is okay, but
there's a right way, and then there's every other way. That's
right, and this is the very wrong side of the right of that way.
This is exactly it.
So, let me ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
All right. Was the Supreme Court right in their current ruling?
And which ruling would that be? Exactly, because they did make quite a few.
They made quite a few, but in the specific, the Colorado
ruling, the bakery.
Colorado master cakes.
Yes, the bakery against the gay people.
Right, except for they're not against the gay people. It's the gay people against.
Oh
the
no,
bakery.
but according to the media, they made me feel that they were against.
Yeah, but it's the opposite.
Gay people.
So
well, I'm just telling you.
It was a 7-2 decision, which
Yeah,
is surprising. But it was only a 7-2 decision because of the way that they worded it.
Yeah. It's
a 7-2 decision on the fact that the state of Colorado did not hold a person's religious observances to the same level as somebody else's gay observances.
Which I thought was really stupid.
But it's true. But it's stupid because
it is very stupid. I have had this conversation or similar conversation to this.
Yeah.
With my sister. And actually the guy I was giving me a tattoo last week.
That's really weird.
Before.
All right.
It was a very
sure.
Not for nothing. The wife was in the other chair in the other room across the way, and her and the guy that was doing her, they were talking about witnessing to people and getting people to come to church.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah, and so when I'm having both of us are having very deep existential conversations. But yeah.
I mean, your wife's conversation was probably a lot better.
Oh, yeah, well, she's way more eloquent about that kind of stuff than I am. Like I've hearing me talk half the time is like trying to, chew on, a handful of washers and nuts. And
I was about to say,
it's like trying to chew gravel.
It's like trying to watch a chimp type.
It's like a soup sandwich.
Yeah, pretty much. By the way, that YouTube show that I showed you,
yeah,
they tried to.
Oh God.
Does soup hot dog.
Oh God. He made me watch something that I, on the one hand, was like, this is fascinating. On the other hand, I'm like, oh God. Anyway, derailed. We're anyway, left field.
So,
but no, what I was talking about with this is the whole thing with the whole thing when it comes to homosexuality is and I've half mentioned this here before.
Yeah.
Everybody is playing the game of life. Okay? Mm-hmm. Everyone is playing the game of life.
Yep.
The thing about it is everyone is also playing the game of life differently.
Ooh.
Okay?
The rules are different.
The rules are slightly different. And my analogy that I use is this. And we'll do it with you because everyone
here.
You're here, and everyone else can respond in the comments on Facebook. You've played Monopoly before.
Yes.
I assume. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, what is your rule when it comes to free parking?
What do you mean?
With free parking, what do you do? because everybody does it differently. Free parking is anything. When you land on free parking, there's usually a pot that puts in. Well, is there? Do you have money that's put in there?
We do the pot.
Yeah, but
the money from the pot is from the taxes that come in from the other side.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Some people do it. It strictly comes from the bank. Some people, I've played with some people where it's an ante, where everybody who's playing pays a certain amount, and it gets higher and higher as the game goes on.
Weird.
It helps speed the game up.
I got you. But that's
really
weird.
Well, but it helps speed it up. It pushes people out faster.
Uh-huh.
But that's what I'm saying. So there's all these different variations of what people do with free parking. So you play it by
I do it by the rules.
By the taxes.
I do it by the rules.
Whatever.
By the rules of the
Whatever.
game. The original rules
Whatever.
of the game.
And I'm doing it by nobody gets anything.
You're doing it by house rule.
Whatever. And house rule and whatever rule. Is my way wrong? If everybody at the table is playing the same way.
If everybody at the table
and abiding by those rules, that's what I was getting ready to say. Everybody's abiding by those rules. Am I playing wrong?
No.
So that's how the same thing goes with homosexuality.
Technically, no.
In all fairness.
Technically, no.
Well, listen.
Technically, yes, you are. Because you're not following the rules of the game.
Not following the rules. Homosexuality is a choice in life. It's a game in life. It's part of the game of life that they're playing. The only reason why it is deemed wrong is by people in the religious arena.
Yes.
Okay?
That is right.
So if
it's wrong, it's wrong morally.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. So it's not morally wrong to anybody else. So if a Christian is playing the game of life based off the Christian rules,
then that should be held to the same standard as somebody who is playing the game of life by gay rules.
Exactly.
Or by secular rules.
Exactly. Now, what you would turn around and do is you would have your understanding and say, well, I go by the Christian rules and we say this. And the only time it should be an issue is if that gay person is trying to profess to be a Christian. That's the only time you could hold them up and hold them accountable. But if the Christian, or excuse me, if the homosexual guy or girl, whatever.
Person.
Yes. Completely disavows God and everything else. They're not playing by the same rules. So you could sit here and say, well, my belief is blank, but that's as far as it goes. You can't hammer them. You can't belittle them. You can't.
But at the same token, here's what you can do. If you are a business owner.
There's a bug in my water.
Oh, that's not good. If you're a business owner, and at that business, you have a work of art that you perform, and that work of art is your livelihood.
Yep.
And you are a Christian.
Yep.
And somebody that doesn't believe in Christianity comes in and says to you, I want you to use your art form, your life's work, your understanding to portray my ideas, my rules, and my life. You can say no, and you can say, well, hey, I have tons of stuff right here that you can buy. I'm just not going to do a custom thing for you. I'm not going to custom make anything. But if you want to buy something, go ahead and buy it. I just cannot, with the convictions of my heart, my religion, my faith, I cannot do this here.
Yeah. And it's strictly
But
designed.
you can buy anything else.
Anything you want.
Anything else you want, you can buy. I just can't do this specific thing.
Yep.
And so in the ruling, it's set up where the state did not judge the two equally. And so in that way, Supreme Court is correct. But in that same way, it does not say that if it was done equally, that both had the same amount of rights.
Yeah, which is
a big difference.
It is a very big difference because
it's not a blow in the religious thing. It's not a blow. It's not a blow against or for either side of this. It is just a well, the state was wrong in how they dealt with it. It's a processing issue.
The way that was actually understood is basically that they said it was rude. The way that the state had acted.
That's literally it. The state was rude in how they handled this.
The court ruled that the baker didn't have to bake the cake because the members of the Colorado Civil Rights Commission were unduly mean. That's the way it's
they
being
were unkind.
But they were just mean about it.
Right.
So that's the only thing that separated, that only thing that split down the middle. The part that I have a problem with about this is the fact that I'm sorry, but America was not founded by people leaving England because of homosexual oppression.
No, they weren't. It was religious.
It was religious oppression.
Actually, you could be a homosexual in England at that time, and nobody would have cared.
Yes. So, again, and I'm not saying you obviously treat homosexuals as douches. Again, they're playing. You don't treat them ugly. No, you don't. But again, they're playing the game of life differently than what you're doing. What that means is, and we should all be able to at least agree, yes, I can say morally homosexuality is wrong, but we should also all be able to agree that the state should have no business in who gets to marry who.
Not only that, we should also agree to the same point in fact that everybody does something morally wrong every day.
All the time.
The only difference is, are we going to allow that to be a state issue?
Yep.
A government issue, or is it a person-by-person, individualist issue? If you're going to allow it to be a state issue, then I have just as much right to force my morality, which you don't like, on you in a state issue. If you're going to force secular views like that force me to do what you want, I am then allowed, by your push, I am then allowed to push my own views of morality on you. Do you want that?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Well, nobody wants that. And that's the thing.
Exactly.
But that's what kills me is nobody wants that. And yet the homosexual community is so hell-bent on taking down Christian. And I've never understood this.
Exactly.
So just because I don't agree with the lifestyle, because of the life that I have chosen, the principles and the things that I have chosen to follow,
that you don't agree with.
Yeah, you don't have to agree with it. So what part of I have to then accept you, but you don't have to accept me?
Right. I have to accept you fully. I have to fully accept you and everything that you do and celebrate you.
And celebrate being the irritatingly key word. Because it's everywhere. This is Pride Month and all this
This is Pride Month, by the way.
I don't care.
It is Pride Month,
it is,
but who
but
cares?
That's my point. There's no regular month. I'm tired of finding these retarded, arbitrary types things that we just...
Do you know what month it is?
Well, not just that, but we have to find these... There's all these little things that we have to put together to try and make ourselves more and more inclusive.
Right.
We have Pride Month.
Exclusive.
We have whatever.
Exclusive.
Well, not necessarily.
It really is exclusive, though, if you think about it, because what you're doing is you're taking a very minute piece of society and you're saying, celebrate this, which then divides our country to a point to where we do things like, I don't know, elect Donald Trump.
Ugh.
Which, by the way, I didn't vote for.
Yeah.
But you know what? He hasn't done terribly.
Not the greatest.
He's not the greatest.
He's not horrible. I mean,
but he isn't horrible, and his policies are okay. His policies are okay.
Look,
his mouth needs to shut up.
What? Look, the thing that kills me with Trump at this point, as a whole, and the whole Trump administration, I don't know if I can handle another 4 years. And the only thing I don't think I can handle is it's not the guy. Per se.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's the fact that...
It's the circus?
It is. It's
the circus.
You know what? Honest to God. And the obvious division to the level of if he was able to come up with a way to literally cure cancer and end hunger... They would in one fell swoop. Oh yes,
they would flip it to something terrible,
something horrible.
Somehow, cancer would be the best thing in the world for everybody,
just because it's got Trump attached to it.
Right,
and he does the same thing
every time
with the left. He does the exact same thing, and it just drives me nuts. I am so tired, and I know I can't be the only person, but I'm so tired of it being about. Well, Trump's doing this, so we're going to have a problem. Like the whole Philadelphia Eagles being uninvited to the White House because they won the Super Bowl.
Screw that.
Look.
Nope.
Just fast. The whole being invited by the president. He's not a king.
By the way,
you don't need to go to the White House.
You don't have to go. And you know what? If Trump decides that he doesn't want to invite you anymore because of that, great. Less people that are famous
Yes.
going to the White House is a good thing.
Oh, yeah. But you don't need to have a press conference where your coach comes out and goes, oh, we'll be okay without him. We're fine. We don't need it. Well, you know how you prove that? Shut the hell up.
Celebrate that you're not doing it. That's it. You know what? Shut up and celebrate in your own time.
Yes.
You don't need a press conference. Just do your own little party.
Or do you if you're trying to be all
You do
in
you.
people's faces.
You do you.
You're right. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
According to a 2017 Gallup poll, 85% of Americans hate their jobs. 85%. And most of those people will continue to hate their jobs over something as simple as updating and formatting their resume. Let Nicole's resume renewal service help you gain a leg up in an already competitive job market. Please go to www.facebook.com/Nicole's resume renewal service and relieve yourself of the worry of an outdated resume. Use the promo code DEFENDERS and receive $10 off your order of a resume cover letter package. That's www.facebook.com/Nicole's resume renewal service. Don't be part of that 85%. Log on today at www.facebook.com/Nicole's resume renewal service and use the promo code DEFENDERS for $10 off.
Do you need a car? Been shopping only to be turned down because of bad credit, low credit, no credit, bankruptcy, or divorce? Guess what? Today's your lucky day because now you can buy a car, truck, or SUV, just about any vehicle. It's true. Bad credit doesn't matter. No credit doesn't matter. Bankruptcy or divorce, it just doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, your job is your ticket to your new vehicle. We're Auto Credit Express, and we've helped thousands of people just like you. Antonio H. told us, great company, got me connected, and the day I went in, I drove off in the car I wanted. 100% worth your time. Need a car? Get started now and drive off as early as today. Just go to 17ignoremyscore.com right now. That's www.17ignoremyscore.com. Auto financing the easy way. 17ignoremyscore.com. Get started today. Auto financing the easy way.
And welcome back, everybody. Oh my goodness, time is flying too daggone fast, man.
I know, right? It goes way too fast for us.
Too fast. BT Dubs, the poll is up on Facebook.
Go there after the show.
Go,
Not during.
go.
Not
well,
during. After. Go after the show and make
Well,
sure
they
to
could be
click on the
listening
picture.
to us on Spreaker.
No. Well, if
Or they
you,
could
yeah,
be
that's
on,
true.
you know-
But if you're watching us on Facebook, go after the show.
But they could be watching us through DOAEshow.com. But what if they're also listening to us through
then it
YouTube?
won't. Then it'll pause.
Or they could turn around and open up a whole new window and they can still go.
It'll still pause because YouTube, unless you have YouTube Red, will pause and stop if you go away from the site.
Not if you open up a whole nother window.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Shh. Yes. Anyway, it's up. Y'all go vote. Let me know what you think.
After the show.
Do it after the show so Whiny will stop complaining.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Yes, go to our website, doashow.com. Check out everything over there. Constantly updating things, moving around.
Thanks, Bill
making it
O'Reilly.
pretty.
That's good.
Go to Facebook and Twitter at DOA Show. You can reach us directly. Fun stuff we always put up constantly. Always go there as well. All right. So this is a little weird
Yeah.
to me.
So have you ever heard of the acronym SURGE?
Surge.
Surge.
Is it,
Surge.
so what
I'm
is-
having trouble pronouncing
is
it.
that Ukrainian?
Surge.
Surge. No, I remember Surge. We used to mix that
No,
with Mountain Dew and
not
Volt.
that. No, that's Surge.
Did I ever tell you about that?
Yes.
Whenever
That's
we,
not good
when I was
for
in the
you.
Navy.
That's really not good for you.
No, well, that's why I don't do it now. We used to.
I'm sure.
Real fast for anybody that when I was in boot camp, they would have a there's a stretch where we had work week where you would go and you basically had a job to kind of get you used to being in the fleet.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Except for we're all on land, so we didn't do anything ship-wise. It was really weird. Anyway.
You did ship work on land.
On land, so which translates into 90% of people worked in the galley. It's what it was.
Good times.
So what you would do, because you would have to be up and usually at work by 4 a.m. and you don't leave and get done until about 3 or 4 in the afternoon, you kind of need a little bit of a pick-me-up. When you're in boot camp, so there's no smoking. There's no, if you were a smoker, you don't get a cigarette. There's nothing.
You're done.
So we had to improvise.
Yeah.
So what we would do is we would take the old red and green and yellow, the old Pizza Hut cups, the plastic ones.
Yeah.
You take one of those and you fill it about, I don't know,
halfway.
About a fourth of the way up with Surge. About a fourth of the way up with Volt.
Ooh.
About a fourth of the way up with Mountain Dew. Or not even that much. A little less than that with Mountain Dew. Then you put in straight coffee and about that much sugar. And you stir that up. And you just and there's no stopping. You shotgun that sucker.
That's not good. Because you don't want to taste it.
No, you don't want to taste it.
You don't want to actually taste it. Ugh.
And you black out for a little while. You are on such a high, a caffeine sugar high that is unlike anything on God's green earth.
That sounds terrible. Anyway,
it got the job done.
No, it's not that sort of surge.
It's not that sort of surge.
This is showing up for racial justice,
which sounds really exciting, doesn't it?
Well, it actually should be suffrage.
Yeah, I know.
Suffrage.
Yes.
Suffrage.
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 It should be suffrage.
It should be suffrage, but someone doesn't know how to spell.
That's true.
But yeah, so basically, it's a collective of white anti-racism folks with black bloc protesters and the Black Lives Matters movement.
Antifa.
Which basically partnered with several Christian churches to organize their congregations and committees to, quote, go toward a world without policing.
Can I ask a
quote.
question? I'm sorry. I just have to
interrupt
stop right
there.
there.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Christian churches siding up with Antifa.
Yeah. Yeah, you picked up on that too. There's a little bit of a contradictory there.
I don't think that's good.
I would classify it, and some people would classify it as possibly like, an oxymoron.
Not good.
Oil and water. Definitely strange bedfellows. But anyway, we will continue. The effort was launched by Showing Up for Racial Justice, or Surge. Surge with a J.
It's a J.
A nationwide network of white people mobilizing other Caucasians to, quote, act as part of a multiracial majority for justice, end quote.
What?
I know.
What?
I know. I don't. The multiracial majority.
Multiracial majority.
Okay.
Once again, guys, there's only one race, and it's called human. And you're part of it. Too bad.
Ta-da!
And you're the majority.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
3 California organizations that worship under the United Church of Christ, or the UCC denomination, have officially signed up to Surge's Community Safety for All campaign, along with another parish in Iowa City, Iowa.
Okay.
Which I find that California, okay, I could see that. New York, I could see that.
Iowa?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting ready to say. Iowa, really? Not Chicago, not Iowa. Like cornfield, growing central.
I don't know about that.
They argue, they fight over that stuff all the time.
Okay.
But, on Good Friday, the First Congregational Church of Oakland issued a declaration on its front steps vowing to never call the police again in nearly every circumstance.
So in every instance,
doesn't matter what happens, they're not calling the cops. Churchgoers held images of black people who've been fatally shot by law enforcement as Black Lives Matter banner hung from the facade above.
Here's a funny thing. Congregants demanded no more state-sponsored crucifixions in the name of safety.
All right, hold on. I don't know about you, But I have to agree with this. I'm so tired. I mean, I can't walk out my door during the day and go driving without seeing a bunch of people on state and government property crucifying
Hung
people.
up on a crucifix?
On a cross, just sitting
I
there
know.
bleeding on the... That's not for kids to see.
That is for the place of Golgotha. That is for the
also known
hill,
as the skull.
You know, the hill of skulls. That is where that is supposed to be. That is not meant for every state land area. You should at least have that in the town square only.
Yes, exactly.
If you're going to have a hanging or a crucifixion, you should at least only have it in the town square.
Of course. Which is, prove a point. Quote, the church likened today's police to those who sentence Christ to death, end quote. Quote, we recognize that Jesus was killed, not for anything he did, but for who he was. And we see the same happening to black and brown people today.
Wait. Are they trying to equalize a correlation between the racial divide that they have self-imposed and Jesus Christ, who tried to be the person who actually joined the world together?
Weird. And again, we're odd bedfellows. But apparently that's yes. To answer your question, yes, somehow or another they have made you
can't logically be a Christian and a social justice warrior without cutting out things.
Yeah, something
from the
has
Bible.
to give. But you can't be them together without something giving.
Right.
Either you're going to have to get rid of some
Christianity.
Bible and Christianity, or you have to
Right.
get rid of some social justice.
Right.
Because
Because they don't actually blend. Jesus wasn't a socialist.
No, because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Again, and this goes back to the whole playing by the rules, different rules. If you're going by Christian rules state that the world is a fallen, sinful place, which is a bad place, which means there's nothing you can physically do to change it. You can only make do the best you can with what you got.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
So therefore, social justice is an artificial construct, which it obviously is anyway.
Yes.
But it definitely is then, because then you have no control over it because it's just a bad place.
Yes, and we were also told that while we live and before he comes back, there will always be inequality.
Yes.
Always.
Either that, or you go the social justice route, which is, no, just people are just being unfair and we can change it, then there is no God and everything you've stated is crap. It's one or the other. You can't have both. It doesn't work that way.
So, Surge is avowedly modeled on Antifa principles, i.e., anyone judged to be a fascist or racist does not have free speech rights.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Surge is avowedly modeled on Antifa principles, i.e., anyone judged to be a fascist or racist by them does not have free speech rights.
Which again, just so everyone knows, is slightly aware. The irony that is, you are going to be forced to not be allowed to have free speech rights if you're deemed to be somebody who doesn't allow other people to have free speech rights.
Right.
Talk about,
I'm going to
pot
stop
calling
you.
the kettle black.
I'm going to stop you from your free speech because your free speech is stifling my ideas of social justice.
Surge alleges that white supremacy culture is reproduced by all institutions in our society, including religion. This is the whole thing. Like, if you just keep reading this, there's a lot of twists and turns that literally make no sense about anything.
Yep, they make absolutely
and it gets
no
worse
sense.
and
it gets
worse
a lot
and
worse. And
check
everything it's
out
gonna had.
the links are all in the descriptions on everything.
Yep, you can check it out. It's all right there. You can read the rest.
Do
of
your
it.
own homework.
It is scary.
It is. It is, and it's spreading.
Read up on it, guys.
It is spreading because, like I said, it obviously made it to Iowa City, Iowa.
And I guess that's where the Antifa came in.
Oh, of course. They're bored. They had nothing better to do. It's like, yay! We called. Put it back in, coach. We're ready to play. All right.
Put me in, coach.
Really? We're going to end with some Fogarty? Really?
Why not? You're the one that said it.
Wow. All right,
said it,
guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We really, really appreciate it. It is Wednesday. Y'all could be doing other things, and instead you hung out with us. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Go to DOAEshow.com. Also, our Facebook and Twitter page at DOAE Show.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
give us some likes, give some shares, spread our stuff around. If you've got any suggestions or anything you want to just talk to us at, you can find us all right there in those spots. Best way to reach us. We will see y'all next week on Saturday.
We'll
9
see you
p.m.
Saturday.
Eastern. Take care.